Hello, good evening, everybody. I'm Janpata Puthon, and my show is English in the Garden. And I'm actually this evening in my garden, sitting in my small hut inside my garden on the outskirts of Bangkok. And with me is a book. This is no ordinary one because the book, the content itself was, believed to be written in the year 380 AD, which is around over almost 2000 years ago, written by Saint Augustine of Hippo. And the title of the book is The Confessions. Can you read this? Yes, The Confessions. And if you are a Christian, you believe in Christianity, you probably know who Saint Augustine was. He was a saint. He was born in around at the turn of the 4th century in one of the Roman Empire's provinces north of Africa. And his mother was a Christian. He got his first education in the province of Carthage, which is also north of Africa. He traveled to Rome. Before he went to Rome, he traveled to Italy, actually, and studied Christianity with an expert in the city of Milan. And in Milan, he became a professor or a scholar. What is unique about the books is that, according to Professor Friedman, the Confessions by Saint Augustine is one of the most significant books investigating human psychology, spirituality, and human condition in general. It's not just a book on Christianity. According to Professor Friedman of the University of Yale, a famous university in the United States. The book is significant because of three things. First, it addressed the issues of good and evil in depth. This is very important. And secondly, it deals with the issues of sins and redemptions. Sins and redemptions. Of course, this is the concept in Christianity. It also deals with the issue of life itself. Life itself. What I like about the books is that it has some what we call psychological ideas, the issues that we can look into other issues. And according to Professor Friedman, uh, if you are doing a liberal art degree or study, you cannot walk out of your degree, or you should not get your degree without reading this book and pondering a little upon the issues addressed here. What is good? What is evil? And the meaning of life. The meaning of life and the nature of life. And all of these things. It is a thesis on philosophical uh, issues. It's a what we call a philosophical investigation, as well as psychological investigation at the same time. Many scholars believe that Saint Augustine's The Confessions remain the most important books in the ancient world that directly deal with the issue of evil. And if you have read it, you will understand that during that time, the Augustine times, almost 2000 years ago, Christianity was not alone in spreading the ideologies in Europe or around the world. There are other ideas. What came before Christianity is the concept of Platonism, or the Greek philosophy, and also other philosophies. And Augustine managed to write this important volume. And because of this book, Christianity was very strong around the 5th century AD, right after the fall of the Roman Empire. And Christianity, especially Catholicism, was able to establish itself as a major faith on the continent of Europe. The ideas proposed by St. Augustine were the major forces helping spreading Christianity in Europe and later around the world. So this is the book you should not overlook. I have to confess with you that I have heard about the books many years ago, but just recently I got hold of the book and I looked through it. I haven't finished reading it yet, but I know this is a gem. This is something any serious reader should not miss. And I recommend you The Confessions by St. Augustine of Hippo. This is not a religious book. This is not a book about Christianity. It is the book dealing with human psychology and the root of philosophy and humanities. As Professor Friedman has said, one should not walk out of a liberal college without reading and pondering upon the issues proposed by Saint Augustine. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. This is Jan Pha Thatputhon and this is my show, English in the Garden.